Before I get into anything, I just want to briefly introduce myself for those who are just randomly clicking on this video and don't know who the fuck I am. My name is David. I'm 20. I live in Pennsylvania and I go to college for computer science and math. Now, you're probably wondering, what do you mean by the title? 2024 was the best and worst year of your life? I didn't think that was possible until it happened to me. But to give some background on who I am, um, I'm a very shy and reserved person, which I really want to change. I want to be more social, more outgoing, more extroverted. But it's just how it is. Um, so yeah, I would say the better portion of my year would be the first half, from January to June. The first notable thing that happened was in January. It was like the second half of the month. Um, I got a call while I was working out. I didn't see it, and so they left a voice message, and it was one of the resident directors on my college, and he was basic because I applied to be an RA the semester prior, and the acceptances for the spring semester, which was the current semester, they already happened. And so I was like, oh fuck, I have to wait till the fall semester to see if I got it then. And so I don't know, I was all bummed out because my friend Peyton, he got it because he applied at the same time I did. Um, and he got it for the spring semester. And I was like, damn, I didn't. But I get a call from a resident director, and he's like, he leaves a voice message, and he's like, hey David, if you could return my call whenever you can, just please do so at this number, so and so and so. And so I call him back almost like 5 minutes later, as soon as I see the voice message, and I call him, and he basically explains that due to unforeseen circumstances, there's been an opening for a RA position, and he asked me if I wanted it, and I took it instantly. Like I could not be happier. It was so good not having to drive every day to class, to and from. I had really cool roommates too. I forgot their names. Ray, Matt, and fuck, I forgot the other one. But he was cool too. They were all cool. I think Ray and Matt were on the football team. The other one, I don't think he was, but he was friends with them. But they were cool. Because of the job, I got to know more people. I got to meet more new people. Got to talk to new people. It was overall just like a good experience. Um, I also got Dean's List for the first time that semester, which is basically just a 3.5 GPA or above. I think I got like a 3.8. It was like a 3.78, so like a 3.8 rounded. Um, that to me was huge because the semester prior I had a 3.3. Semester prior to that it was like a 3.0. And my first semester I got like a 2.1, which was honestly like pretty devastating. Like it hurt me when I first got that. But like, this is like off topic, but like I didn't really struggle in high school. I didn't do like insanely well. Like I didn't get straight A's, but I would get like A, B's, and I was content with that. But like in college, I didn't really study in high school. I just showed up to class. Whenever we had a test, I just tried my best. Got like an 80, 90 whenever it was time to get the results, and that was that. But in college, you have to actually study. And that was something I never did. I was never used to studying. I was never the studying type of person, so it just caught me off guard. And that hurt me a lot. Like I got C's. I got 4 C's and a B minus that semester, which hurt me a lot because it put me down like this rabbit hole of like wondering if I'm meant to be in college or not. But like this gradual progression of getting better grades and overall just like being a better student was like really like eye opening. It's like I can do it. It's like that was really cool. Um, I also got into running. My friend Peyton, he really got me into running. Um, I was a lot better at it then than I am now, but I do still run um, pretty much every day, like at least 1 mile. Um, my pace is like shit. Like I think if I were to do an all-out mile right now, it would probably be like 8 minutes, 8 9 minutes, which is awful because I really wanted to. One of my main goals, um, last semester was to get a sub 7 minute mile, and I didn't get that. Um, Last time I tested my all-out mile was like a 7:26. So like still not fast, but like it was fast to me. Like I did not think I would be able to run like a 7:26 mile. So that felt good. Um Overall I just became like a very productive person. Now of course along and so we stopped talking. And that's pretty much where it all goes downhill. Actually no. I think the part it goes downhill is when my fall semester starts, last semester starts. The real, like, actual best part of my year starts around June. June 18th marked the day where I quit porn. I've been severely addicted to porn since I was 11 years old, and I'm 20 now. Um, I went full like cold turkey, which was insane because it worked. Like usually when you hear people going cold turkey, it doesn't work, but for me it worked. Um, I think it was due to a number of factors. Like I was keeping myself busy. The same day, I actually got a job at Chick-fil-A. That was my first day, and so it was my shifts were from 3 p.m. to 12 a.m., which were cool because we were always like let out early because the last 2 hours were just us cleaning, and if we were done cleaning, we would just leave early, and so that was cool. I remember my daily routine for when I was working was wake up around like shit. I would wake up really late, like 1 2 p.m. Actually, no, more like 12. I would wake up at like 12 p.m. Wake up, eat, um, run at least 3 miles, shower, go to work. After work, go to the gym with my brother. Um, Lay in bed for a bit, just watch YouTube or some shit, and then sleep. And do that over and over and over and over again for like a few months, up until August 16th. August 16th is where it really goes downhill. August 16th is the first day of RA training for the fall semester. Um, it was really cool because I got to see all my friends again. But at the same time, I was the only one in my building at the time because the way they did it at my um, building, the building I was in RA for, there was only one RA per building. And the buildings are like 4 floors high, and like each floor has like 4 rooms. Each room has 4 bedrooms. So each building has about like 50 or 60 students in it. Um, and keep in mind, my building is like off campus. technically, and then the rest of the buildings are on campus. So I was kind of like isolated in a way, and that made me feel like really lonely, like insanely lonely to the point where um to the point where when I finally got roommates, when the day before, or the second day before classes started, I was like actually like super excited. I remember I baked cookies for my fucking roommates, and just because I was just like so excited just to finally like have people around. But despite having roommates, I was still so lonely, and that was because I wasn't spending as much time with my friends as I wanted to. Um, I would see them in class, but like after class, people have their own things going on. And so it got to the point where I was so lonely. I was going through a Craigslist, and I found a Craigslist ad for a dog, um, poodles. They were all black poodles, and I saw it. And the first poodle I saw, I fell in love. I was like, that's the one. And so I texted the number on the ad, and I asked them if the poodles are still available, and the lady said yes, and I could pick them up tomorrow, or pick one of them up tomorrow. And so I did. I did a 5.5 hour drive down to Virginia, Fredericksburg, Virginia, and I was now a new owner of a poodle. Her name is Rita. She's currently 10 months old. She's downstairs sleeping. Um, but yeah, that was September 11th, I think. I got her, and I don't know, I just could not be happier. I did not sleep at all during that time because my whole world revolved around her. Um, which should have, because she's a fucking puppy. She was like 4 months old. But while I was in class, I would leave her with my roommates. I never pushed the idea that my roommates would have to take care of her. Like, if they wanted to, sure, but like that was their decision. So I would try to keep her in my room as much as possible, just to like not disturb them. But she ended up shitting like all over the place, pissing, shitting all over the place. And so it got to the point where my roommates were just like tired of it. Like, they just did not want her there in the dorm. And so I came up with the decision to bring her back home here, where my parents live. And during that time where I had Rita at my dorm, I don't know, I was just at peace because I finally had something to do. I finally had something to look forward to, and now that was just gone. So now I'm just back to being lonely and sad, just rotting away in my room, not caring about classes, not really caring about anything really, not even myself. I stopped working out. I stopped running all completely during this semester. Just had no motivation to do anything. And then I think it was around October where my friends started to have like these weekend hangouts where they would just drink and smoke. And so I don't know, I remember one day I was just being so sad. I was just crying in my fucking car and just asking, why the fuck am I so lonely? Like, why am I lonely? Just fucking like sobbing, like straight up like fucking sobbing. And it genuinely like hurt, just like being so alone. And some of my friends invite me over. I have my first ever shot of I think it was tequila. I had my first ever shot of tequila that night. I had 4 in total that night. I also had, I don't know what else I had. I think I had a beer that night. And so that was the first time I didn't feel completely alone. I felt like I was finally with people. I was actually social. And so for every week, for like a few more weeks, I would look forward to this one night or two nights, Friday, Saturday, with my friends. We would watch fucking, what was it, UFC? We'd watch UFC, drink, go on campus, fucking fuck around. Um, I smoked my first blunt during this time. Um, would I say I'm proud of what I did? No. Would I say I regret it? Kind of, but I'll get into that later, cause that goes into another account. But I don't know. I felt like I was just falling into degeneracy, and I hated it. And so um, this is where it actually gets really bad. I remember the second night we did this. I don't remember how, but we ended up in a lounge in one of the residence halls in on campus, and apparently one of my friends' girlfriends shows up, and I end up doing something really inappropriate. Keep in mind, I'm like completely drunk. I did not know I did this until my friend called me the next day talking to me about it. And apparently, I'm not going to say what I did, but I did something very inappropriate to his girlfriend. And when he told me, I wanted to cry. Because, like, I was friends with her. Like, she was a really cool person, and she did not deserve that. And I don't know how she views me now. Um, I've apologized through text. I tried apologizing in person, but um, I don't know. I was too pussy to do it, which is really bad. But like, that's just how it is. If I could now, I would. But in the moment, I couldn't even look at her because I was just so grossed out with myself that I did that to her, and that's not even the worst part. I think the next week, the week later, I do something even worse. Um, Actually, no. I think it was a few weeks later. Um, I remember it's me, the same guy, the girlfriend I did something to, my friend Peyton, and one of my other friends. Um, we'll call them. Um, I don't know. We'll call them L. That letter has no meaning, just like a letter L. And so me, Peyton, and my other friend, um, we're all just sitting down. We're in like this, um, I don't know. We're just sitting around, right? And so we're just all talking about things, and then L comes around, and then they're like, um, "Hi guys," and then they come and sit down, and we're all just talking about different things about like high school and shit. And then the topic of a girl I used to talk to during the summer. Well, not really talk to because we only fucking hung out once and talked for like a week. But like in my mind, that was like talking because I'd never had something like that. But we're talking, and the topic of that girl that I would talk to the summer before comes up because we hung out Um, we didn't really do anything. We drove around for like 2 hours, just like talking. And then I drove her back to her dorm. Holy fuck, I can't fucking talk. Her dorm, cause she was like what are they called? An orientation leader, like during like your college orientation for the summer before you start school. That's what you do. And so um, I drop her back off at her dorm, and essentially I just text her saying like, "Oh, I don't know how you feel about this, but you seem like really cool and really sweet, and so like I would like to keep talking if that's cool with you." And she was like, the next day she texts, she was like, "Thank you so much for taking me out, like just talking and all that, but I don't see this going anywhere other than just being friends." And keep in mind, this is like during like um my peak, like during the time I was running, working out, working. Like I was in like the best position mentally. And so it didn't really hurt me um until I found out what she did when Elle came up to us and sat down with us talking. Essentially what they said was that oh not, about a week before we drove around and hung out, she was doing something. I'm not gonna say what it is. You can obviously just infer what it was, but she did something with another guy, and that broke me. Cause in my mind, she was like the sweetest girl ever. She could do no wrong. Like that broke me. Like that night I don't know. Like it it was a really bad night for me. I remember that. I remember going back to my room. I had a bottle of fucking rum, just taking shot after shot of rum, and I don't know. I was just really hurtful. It hurt me a lot, more than I thought it would, but it hurt a lot. And so, Elle, she texted me, or no, cause I posted something on my story, and so they text me being like, "Oh, are you okay?" I'm like, "No, not really." And so, um, she they invite me over, and I'm like, I don't know, like I don't think we didn't do anything that night. I just slept over, but I think the next week or like a few days after, I start to like being more lustful. Cause keep in mind, I'm like at my worst. I'm like fucking smoking, drinking, fucking rotting in bed all day, and so I start being lustful again. And keep in mind, I'm still like porn free. Like I haven't jerked off in months. But I end up being lustful this one day, this one night. I was supposed to study for this one exam for this one class, but um one night Elle, I think I forget what we were texting about, but one thing led to another. I ended up going to their dorm and having sex. Which that's not the worst part. It is bad, but like that's not where it stops. Until that happens. Well, we didn't have sex. She just I'm not gonna say. But you can infer. But I think that was that. It was the next time. Actually, no, no, no. I think I have everything mixed up. Um, fuck. I'm trying to piece it together. Um, no, yeah, yeah. Okay. So the fuck. I'm trying to remember now. Um, fuck. What was it? What was it? What was it? I think the first night it was just us sleeping together. Second night was a test that I had to study for, where she did. I mean, they did that, but that you can infer. And the second night, or the third night, was the night I'm talking about, where Al came up to our table, told me what happened with the girl I was talking to. That third night was where it all goes downhill. Um, we were supposed to just sleep together, not like do anything sexual, just like sleep, just like comfort me about what I was just told. And so we're just sleeping, right? I'm just trying to fall asleep. I'm like half drunk. I'm like 4 or 5 shots of rum in. Um, but I end up doing something that ended up costing me my friends and really my whole social life. Um, I hurt L. Now you can infer what you want, but the day after, I tried to talk to L about it, and they just weren't like replying back out. The first time they just left me on scene or deliver, or what was it, scene? What is it on iPhone? It's fucking red. They left me on red. And so I'm like, okay, what the fuck's going on? And then I'm just on deliver the whole rest of the day. And then the next day comes around and Al is like texting me, hey, we need to talk about something. I'm like, yeah, for sure. I'm like, okay. And they're like, can you come over? Can you come here now? Or something like that. Can you come like soon or now? I'm like, yeah, for sure. I'll be there like soon. And so I wait for Ella to open the door to her dorm for me. We go up and I see my friend Peyton there too. Um, Al's bed, it was like facing um what's it called? Fuck. It was the orientation that my bed is in right now. And then when I go in that day, it's the opposite orientation. It's like it would my bed would be facing the camera right now, like 90-degree turn. I don't know if that makes sense, but I noticed that, and I asked her like, I asked them, and they're like, and I'm like, did you move your bed? And they were like, yeah, and that'll make sense later as to why I'm telling you that. But I'm graded to L and Peyton in L's storm. And I'm like, okay, this is fucking weird. And so I'm like, I'm fucking terrified. What the fuck's going on? And so L talks to me about what happened last night. And to hear how it affected L hurt me, bro. Like, they said that they did not want to talk to me ever again. They said that they had to go to my other friends at the time dorm to sleep because they just could not sleep there because the memory of what had happened the night before and or 2 nights before, and hearing them say that made me feel like a monster. Like, I genuinely, after they explain everything as to they don't want to talk to me again, and overall just like saying that I hurt them, me and Peyton walk out at the same time. And so we sit on this bench, and he's just trying to ask me, like, why did I do that? And to this day, I don't have an answer. I didn't shed any tears in front of Peyton. I just physically couldn't, even though I wanted to. I wasn't saying much during this time. It was mainly Peyton talking. But when I was talking, I was like, why did I do this? Like, I myself don't know why I did that. I kept calling myself a monster, which it felt like I was. And from that day forward, I lost all my friends. I called the friend whose girlfriend I hurt. I called him, and I explained everything to him. Or no, I say that I did something really bad, and he goes, oh, is it about what happened with Al? And I'm like, oh my god, how do you fucking know that? And he's like, dude, I was told what I was told. He says something like that, and I was crushed, bro. I was, because to have two incidents like that happen in like a month's span is awful. I thought that I was just fucking evil monster. My mental health started to decline insanely fast. I overall just did not care about life anymore. Not in like a suicidal way, but like I just didn't care anymore. I gave up on everything. I don't know. It still does hurt from time to time having none of my friends anymore. It hurts when they get get a glimpse of me and then just look the other way around instantly, as if I wasn't even there. When a few months prior, we were the best of friends. We would work out together. We would eat together. We would go to class together. It was, I don't know. It genuinely broke me. Like obviously I'm in the wrong. Like yes, I deserve everything, but it hurts so much. And that is the one regret I have. I don't regret many things, but I do regret this because I'll never get any of this back. I'll never get any of those friends back. I don't know. Fast forward to now. Last month, December, it was a really uneventful, boring month. I think I gained like 20 pounds in that 1 month, which is insane. Or something like that. I don't know exactly because I haven't weighed myself. I think January 16th, or it's like some day around there, was the first time I weighed myself in like a few months. Because then again, I also stopped working out during the fall semester, and I also gained some weight during that too. So I don't know how much exactly I gained in this 1 month. I want to say at least 10 pounds, which hurts a lot because I remember at my lowest I was 154 pounds, and that was summer 23. It's like a year now, almost a year. And fast forward to now, I'm 192 as of Friday. I don't know. My all-time highest, that all-time highest now is 202 on January 16th, which is significantly a lot more than when I bulked the fall of 24. Fall of 24, I think. Fall of 23, where I bulked from 154 to 195. And at 195, I felt huge. Like, I felt massive, bro. Like, I felt like a fucking meatball. There's this picture of me floating around. My friend Peyton has it. It's of him. It's like him of like a selfie like this, and I'm in like the corner like right here, and all you can see is my fucking stomach bulging out. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I used to look like that. I still look like that. What the fuck? It didn't feel real. But there's no real meaning for me to post this other than to just like come clean with myself and to finally like bury this. Not really bury this because it's always gonna live with me. But I don't know, I'm just tired of like being alone. I'm tired of talking to myself, having no friends, having no social life. It's sometimes I don't mind it because when you don't talk, you tend to listen more. The more you listen, the more you tend to figure out what's going on and what's going on. But like sometimes you just want friends, and I don't have any right now. They're all gone. But hopefully that'll change soon. Right now I'm really working towards improving my GPA because last semester it was awful, bro. Compared to semester prior where I got the 3.8 GPA. Um, I don't know what GPA I had last semester, but it was really bad. I had 2 A minuses, a D, and 2 C's. I don't know what that is in GPA. Someone can look that up. But it was a lot lower than 3.8. Sorry, it's like 1 in the morning. I have class tomorrow morning or today morning. But no, I'm my GPA went from like a 3.13, like overall, like cumulative GPA to like a 3.13 to a 2.96. And that hurt a lot. I was like, damn, I'm back where I started. But but no, yeah, I'm on top of my game this semester, except for physics. I have no clue what the fuck's going on in physics. Talking about like some hydrostatic pressure, hydrostatic balance. What the fuck is that? I don't know. I need to study for that. But this is the first video I'm gonna post on my YouTube channel. I've posted before when I was like younger, like fucking 10 years old, fucking video game, fucking videos. Like, I remember like posting mobile games and fucking Agario. I remember those. They're all fucking privated in Fortnite. They're all privating. I don't know. I don't. This is just like a whole yap session in a video. Um, for anyone that is watching, um, if anyone's watching, I just want to say thank you for listening to my story as of the last year. Hopefully things get better this year. If not, there's always next year. It's a terrible mindset to have. No, we need to focus on this year. This year's our year. But things I'm doing to help improve. I am what's it called? Running again, working out again. I am focusing on classes. I'm on a cut. I started at 202. I think I'm at like 193, 192 now. So 10 pounds in like 2 weeks, which is insane. Granted, it's all water weight, maybe some fat, 1 or 2 pounds of fat, but like that's insane. 10 pounds just like that. Like what? But my goal is to get to like 160-ish. No real weight goal, but like more as to like visual, you know? If I look good, that's fine with me. Other than that, I think that pretty much sums up everything I wanted to talk about. So to sum it all up, I started the year off strong, got a RA position, got to live on campus for free. 3.8 GPA. Job at Chick-fil-A. Running, working out, best version of myself by far, objectively. It all went downhill. Started to feel lonely. Got a dog named Rita. Love her. Moved out of that dorm. Came back home. Drank, smoked for the first time. Did awful things to 2 girls that I never thought I would ever do anything to. I feel like a monster whenever I think about what I did. But you can't change the past. and you're gonna go insane whenever you try to focus on the past, thinking what you could have done and what you could have done instead of what you did. Um, I lost all my friends. I have no social life. I'm broke. I have no money. um, I don't know. I don't know if anyone's gonna watch the whole fucking video, but if you did, thank you. I'm a very boring person. I don't know how you would sit through fucking 50 minutes of me yapping, but yeah, here's to 2025. Hopefully this year would be better. Um, we're gonna make this a better year. Academically, physically, mentally, all aspects, it will be a better year. A lot better than the best version that I was last year. That is going to be a promise. By the end of the year, I will be a completely different person for the better. Hopefully, you'll stick around with me for the journey to see that happen. I'm going to post a lot more. I want to be more active. I want to record my life. Make this like a vlog type of channel. Just like vlog on like what I'm doing. Not just to like post, but like to keep myself accountable as to what I really want to achieve. And to like document that, like document my journey, to look back on it. Um um like in the future, look back on how much I've grown. Um but yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.